Hello, I'm Catherine Story. Welcome to my channel. I am giving you a quick overview of my advice on being the artistic rebel that you are and how to take your brand to the next level. And so on this chapter, which is chapter 4, it's about marketing. And there's so much information out there about marketing that you can find, right? But this is specific to being an indie designer. And it's a path that not many take, but it's a fun, amazing path. If it's in your heart to do this, this is the way to go. So as far as marketing goes, you know, if you're thinking about who your client is, are you thinking about who you want to sell to? Where is their attention? Now, if you're selling to women, your main person that you think is going to love your product is going to be on Facebook. That's where you need to be putting most of your attention. Right now, there's so many products. There's so much for free. There's so much free information. And when I started, you know, there was no internet. So it was basically you had to put an ad in the newspaper or in a magazine. It was really expensive. So you can't really shortcut this. There's no excuses for you to not be doing social marketing in some way. Learn how to do it. I always, for me, I like to learn how to do everything, so then I know what it really takes to do something. So basically, I like to post every day. I like to have control of my brand. I don't want somebody else posting for me. My brand is unique, and somebody, that's part of what is exciting for me, is to show what it is. Now, I like constructive criticism. I don't mind somebody saying, okay, that's over or whatever. They can have their opinion, and maybe I'll take some of it and maybe I'll leave some of it. So for me, that's what I would advise you to do. I would advise you to make a realistic goal of what platform, even if you start small, you can really post the same picture over through all platforms. You can do a TikTok video and do an Instagram reel. There's plenty of information out there. I don't need to be regurgitating everybody else's information. But as an indie designer, what I would say is you need to be seen, right? You can't just be in your studio. You need to find a way to be seen by your clientele. Because the ultimate thing is, you know, you can be an artist and be painting and be thrilled with the work that you produced. But unless you get that external feedback from people, whether or not they like it or not, it's always something I learned long ago was that, you know, it's better to have somebody hate your work than to have them just walk by it and not even notice it. You know, it's like the Gap. Okay, do we care? No. Do you go there for t-shirts? I don't know. I've only been in a Gap once, but probably that's why it doesn't interest me. I'm not interested at all, right? It's neutral. So I don't hate it, I don't love it. So I think that you need the feedback. So even if you're posting on social and you're getting feedback from people around you that they love it or they don't love it, it's better than having it in your studio with nobody looking at it. You can also do your website. Okay, so website is a lot of work, and it's not a lot of work. It depends on what person you are. I have a Shopify website, and I was taught that if you look at the website as a boutique window, okay? So if you had your own boutique, you would not keep the same picture from 3 years ago on the front page, right? You would be changing it. Shopify is a really easy platform to use. I do a lot of it myself. And switch it out. Just switch out new pictures, or switch out, even if it's, do something, right? Get your domain name, and I sell off of Shopify depending on what you have. Then you can link all that when you're doing posts through Instagram. And the good news about that is you'll be selling retail, which means you'll have double the markup. I just finished my other ebook, which is From Concept to Creation. is it concept to collection? Yeah, concept to collection. And I go into detail about, different levels of manufacturing and the price stuff, all that stuff, which is, believe me, not my strength, but you need to know these things if you're doing this. So to be able to sell retail is actually really beneficial for you, especially if it's a platform. I think Shopify charges like $40 a month, like it's nothing, so do that. Do one picture, do three pictures of your items, just get in the habit of like you are going to be seen everywhere, and you're going to translate your brand identity through all of that. I'm looking at my notes to make sure I have everything. So, the reason why, as far as having a brand name, I chose my name, Catherine Story, which is my real name, my given name, because at the time I was going to do something clever, and this was 30 years ago. In fact, I think I did go through several different names until I decided if I just stick with my name, I can do everything. I can move into home goods, I can do kids, without having to change the name. So I recommend doing that, because you don't know where you're going to be in 10 years, but if you've established a brand identity for yourself of who you're saying you are, people will remember you. People remember me. People will be like, well, where did she go? Or is she still in business? Because they remember the name. So that's important. If it's a catchy name that isn't going to last it's trendy, like it's not, unless you're doing a trendy item that is going to be in and out, don't waste your time with that. So also, you can do a logo, whatever, all those identity, things for your brand. Are you catering towards, like I said, over 60? Are you catering to artists? You can also, on Instagram, another valuable tool is you can DM so many people and if you are connected, if you see somebody that you're like, damn, I want to dress them, DM them. Okay, I'm not saying you're going to get Beyonce. It's not 100% likely. She's probably not even looking at her own DMs. But find the Beyonce that's got, 10,000 followers and tell her you want to dress her. Find the stylist that she works with. You can contact people so easily now. And when I started with Instagram, which I've been on the front end of all of these apps. You can, sorry, getting a text. When you're on they told me that basically send out 20 a day, send out 10 a day. Don't spam people, but if there's people you want to work with, if there's stylists in your neighborhood, if there's artists, if there's a showroom, if there's boutiques, think about, you're going to be wanting to maybe do a pop-up in a boutique. Go by and see them and say, I saw your boutique online and I love it, and I would love to do a pop-up here. That's part of your networking, right? Also, you can get ready to start planning an event of some sort. You can do it with another designer. You can say, let's go find a boutique and do a little fashion show out in their beautiful garden. Invite all our clients and invite her clients. Just start thinking about, well, how is your event going to look? Are you going to do it in an art gallery? Are you going to do it in a pop-up event that you rent the space with 5 other designers? Like what would make your heart sing? Like what would you be really excited about, creating? And then guess what? You have to create the clothing for it on top of it. Imagine how exciting that's going to be when you are really saying like, wow, my work is coming down this, or is going to be exposed to this many people. So start just thinking big about how you will be expanding and how that looks for you. And then take the steps you need to start manifesting, creating. Everything's a vibration. sending the vibration out that this is what you would like, and you will start to meet people, or like something will show up on your Instagram page. Like something like the universe is always speaking to us. You know, are we willing to listen? Are we listening? Because it's always speaking to us. You know, you can ask your angels, help me to listen better, improve my listening skills. I know you're listening to me. So always a spiritual aspect to my work and my life. Have fun with marketing. It's really fun, and you could be good at it. And then guess what? If you're not good at it and you don't like it, if you try it and you know what it takes, then get ready to hire somebody and, you know, take that step. And maybe that's the step you're going to take. And there's nothing wrong with that. Remember, it's all about knowing thyself. What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? Yippee! Stay tuned for the next chapter.